Hey guys, this is my dog Bofi. Just kidding, her name's Sophie. She's so cute. We're on our way to Alex's. I don't have my keys. On our way to Alex's. Because he said we're working on stuff today. So I don't know what that consists of. Maybe we're editing, maybe we're doing something. But I'll let you guys know. Here's my car. Oh, just got to Alex's house. He's in the garage doing something right now, so we're gonna go check it out. You guys see him? I told you he was in here. What are you doing?
Working on my car.
The car we literally have not told anyone about. The mystery car.
This one?
The mystery car.
I didn't know we didn't tell anybody about it. I thought we did.
So you want to tell them about it?
We didn't tell anybody about this?
The BMW?
The elephant in the room?
You want to tell them about it?
Guess we might as well.
Alrighty then.
So let's get started on the elephant in the room.
So today, we are talking about Alex's 318 Ti E36 BMW. And we have a change of scenery because it's raining outside and we don't want to be wet and we don't want the technology to be wet.
And it's cold.
And it's cold and it's warm in here and the car is here. So it just makes sense. It just makes sense. So let's tell you, well, he's going to tell you about the history of his car, and I will bump in when I feel like it, I guess.
Feel like
when I feel like it.
So, first things first.
I'm the realist. Continue.
Word. First things first. She's not the realist.
Oh, yes I am. So, where'd it start?
About 5 or 6 years ago, I got this car when I was 14, 15, and I couldn't even drive it. Wild. I bought a car that I couldn't drive. I got it from the place that I got my first job to, but I immediately took it home, waxed it, polished it, cleaned it all day, and then slept in it because I liked the car so much. But there comes a time when everybody gets bored of a stock car. I mean, you gotta have fun. You gotta make it your own. And that's what I started doing. First, it started with grill stripes because everybody was doing that and I wanted to do it. And then I decided I didn't like that.
He was too basic.
No, I wanted more. Went and watched a couple videos and taught myself how to plasti dip with a little help from Dad. Don't tell him I said that.
So first, he had white wheels, which are all over the screen, hopefully. And then they were black.
Not hopefully. They'll be all over the screen.
Oh, they will be over the screen. And then they were black, which will be all over the screen now.
All over the screen. And then what's important is these aren't the stock wheels to this car. They are stock wheels to a newer version of this car, but the pictures will show the stock wheels.
And then what?
And then I got the wheels done, but it's too high, which more pictures on the screen.
The mega gap.
Oh man, it was like
He's driving a monster truck, basically.
Oh, I was driving an F-150.
Which he does drive. Don't get them mixed up.
It was crazy. But went and got some coilovers, pretty big penny, on a tight budget.
And they got pretty pink coilovers too.
Pretty princess pink coilovers for my car. More pictures on the screen, of course. Brought my car into auto shop. So
Shout out Cordis.
Shout out Dan Cordis. We love you. He lets us get all of our cars done. And actually, a little explanation on that. In high school, we had a vocational program where we would ride a bus to another school, and they had an auto shop in there, and Cordis was our teacher.
Was his teacher. I wasn't in the class.
He was my teacher. And he let us bring our cars in and work on them. What I did was I brought this car in to do my coilovers, and I lowered it too much. And when I tried to bring it off the lift, the arms were stuck under the car. And that was an unfortunate day. I was late to my classes.
It was worth it though.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely worth it.
No more monster truck.
No more monster truck. It's still too high, but we'll fix that.
Coming soon.
I lowered the car, and at that point, I was really liking it, but it was still a stock color, which pictures on the screen was green. Green's a cool color, kind of.
Just not what you were looking for anymore.
Not what I was looking for. And what do you do when you get bored of the color of your car?
You wrap it. You wrap your car. I wish I could do so bad.
Maybe we might.
Not the poop
We'll see
brown.
what happens. At this point, I should have just painted it. But
Because the stock color is literally gone. Now it's gray.
and we'll talk more about that in a minute. I wanted to wrap my car because it was the cheaper, easier option, and also you could peel it off when you get bored of a color, which is what we did. I went and took a class to learn how to wrap my car so that I could wrap it, and it gave me a free roll and a little extra so that I could play around with it, which I still have. In this class, I learned a lot of cool things, not just vinyl wrap specifically, but I learned that you can draw on wrap, because this is what we used to practice with, just white graph paper looking wrap. And in the class, we used dry erase markers to draw on them. So, 2 and 2 together, I was like, ooh, I should put a chalkboard on my hood, and that way I can just clean it. Chalkboards normally have that film on them, and they're never black anymore, like gray. But if I did it with a wrap, it's just like cleaning your car. You just wash it off. So, I set out on my journey to put a chalkboard on my car. Pictures.
And he succeeded.
And I did succeed. I figured, flip it so you have black vinyl wrap, and then you can take chalk pens so that it's just like a chalkboard, but the chalk pens are a pen with chalk, I guess. I don't know what a chalk pen is.
Me neither. But it can't
liquid,
erase.
It's liquid chalk, and all you did was wash it off, I mean, within a couple of days, and then it was gone. And even if you didn't, you just needed a little bit more scrubbing.
And I was always salty because I never got to write on this hood. And you'll see all the pictures of everyone who got to write on it, and I wasn't one of them. So just slightly, will always be salty about that.
She had like a week, and then we peeled it off.
It was not a week. It was like a month or 2 months. And I never got to because it was always dirty. So someone needs to clean their car more often.
No, I washed it too much. It wouldn't last.
Whatever. It's all an excuse.
Whatever. I got also, from this class, my speedboat sparkly blue. Go ahead and give them a good peek at that.
Ooh.
And that was the color I decided to wrap my car, because it was the most eye-catching. It was the craziest color that they offered, and I wanted to turn heads, which I did indeed do. It was a lot of attention, but I also really liked it myself, even though everybody told me it was too girly. I really liked it.
I miss it. I miss the blue. R.I.P. blue sparkly wrap.
I spent a while after that just driving it around, enjoying it. I was thinking about another car as well, but just drove it around for a little bit, a couple of years, not a little bit.
Before he met me.
Before I met her, just taking it to every car show and enjoying it and flexing the Instagram, the DropDetroit Instagram. And I also got a plate for the front of it. A DropDetroit plate. It was a German flag. That was pretty cool.
It is cool.
After our first date, actually probably a little before, I went out and got another project car which was the same thing as this, just bigger, had a bigger engine. I wanted to take the engine out and put it in this one because this one has a tiny engine. It's got a 4-cylinder in it. No. While fixing it up, it was like a practice car for me, practicing my skills on wrapping, tinning, learning all these things. And I did headlights, taillights. I did some crazy neochrome thing on the headlights and stuff like that. I just messed around with everything to see what you could and couldn't do. And I ended up tinning and wrapping every square inch of that car. Plasti dipping the wheels again, except they have like these metallizer things and glossifier things, so it looked way better than my first one.
Which, there's some picture of kind of like what's been done on the screen somewhere, just so you guys kind of have a taste of what it looks like, I guess.
Fast forward a couple months, found somebody that wanted to buy it, which she's taking very good care of it, and I'm still in contact with her, so I get to see that car almost every day. She goes ahead and posts a picture for me every now and then.
For you?
Just for me.
Just for you.
Just for me. Progress went back to this because I didn't have a project car anymore. Took us about 2 days to take off all the vinyl, and as said prior in the video, I believe I might have missed it, but the paint wasn't good, and that's why one of the reasons I wanted to wrap it, because some of the clear coat was peeling off. So tell us a little bit about how the clear coating went.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so once we got all the wrap off, we obviously noticed that half of our wrap had peeled off the layers of clear coat, so it was all splotchy. So we need to get a base flat layer, which resulted in us sanding the whole car.
Clear coat was this thick, the paint was this thick, and the primer was this thick.
And then you had metal. So we ran into the issue when we were sanding that once we would get to the paint, we had about 2 seconds to react before we hit metal. We hit metal multiple times, and just to get like a nice flat even layer, we primered the whole car. So now we have this beautiful base layer.
Primered car. We were fortunate enough on a couple of body panels that we didn't really have to do any primering. And then continuing on with the bumpers, I think we got everything for the current, right?
Yeah. The mirror's not primered.
Like I said, fortunate enough.
Yeah.
That's not metal.
Yes. So.
The bumpers weren't done because we have some plans.
Here come our future plans. We lost some footage basically talking about what the future plans for this car are. So we just want to talk about that a little bit and kind of give you guys some insight on what comes next and what you guys are going to be seeing in the upcoming videos.
So basically, we're going to be doing this as a budget build and trying to do a lot of the stuff by ourselves, making it ourselves, DIYing it,
So
talking about a little bit how we did it, why we did it.
it's not going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be amazing first try, and I really don't know anything about cars. So it's a learning process for me, which we're doing good so far. Most of our plans...
We have only spent $700.
And that's wrap.
And that's
you,
wrap.
You can't do much about that. And we're not paying someone to wrap it, we're wrapping it.
So, $2,000 budget build. We're going to keep you guys updated on everything, starting with our next video, the front end. Don't tell them anything about it.
Don't we know anything?
Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. Stay tuned. We got videos coming up soon.
And then maybe just some fun projects in between that you guys will see. So, we're excited.
Stay tuned for the wrap. Stay tuned for the next video. And let's get started.
Welcome to the build.
Pew, 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 pew. Outro music.